Hi, I'm Veronica Jones, a farmer, a social worker, fashion designer. Name it, I have many skills. Today, I'm in my garden and I'm exposing you to what it's like to have a disability, yet have a dream that you wish that somebody could see you, could hear you, and could see your need for help. Now, in my garden, I have a lot of things which I wishes to show the persons who are challenged that they can do it just like I can. And my intention is to work towards getting those who are challenged and love gardening to be able to foster such nature advantage in their lives. Now, I have in my garden pineapple and callaloo and carilla. These are very good, very nutritious, but you can put anything in your garden. Now, if you notice, my garden is in a raised bed. The reason for that is my disability is I had a stroke in 2000, and you realize I say had. People love to say I have a stroke, but you don't have it constantly. I had a stroke and it leaves me physically challenged, only having the use of my left hand. But I did not let that deter me from becoming who I am. So I decided to make raised bed that it will be easier to plant food, coming out of the traditional planting. Now, all this that you see here, this was a dump, but it's the community use. They used to dump anything, old cars. If you look at my left, there's one old car that is left here. This place was full of vehicles that dumped over here. Tires, old rug, cans, garbage, all sort of stuff. I live close by, right? Close by. My house is on the same plot of land that goes all the way up to the top of the gap, right? But unfortunately, everybody come and take a part of the land because it is left, it is somebody else who owns the land, and it is left unattended. So I started off by taking a little portion and a little portion and a little portion, and then I decided, hello, that's my neighbor. So he's always coming and telling me, get out of the sun, because I'm always in the sun working. And I just love to work in the sun because I get the vitamin D from it. And he's always warning me, you're staying too long in the garden. But I love the garden, and the sun doesn't really matter to me. It's the gardening, and I know it benefits from the sun. So anyway, in my garden, as I was telling you, it was a dump. So I decided to take a little piece and plant just a little cassava. But that become a real uncomfortable thing to do because the neighbors didn't like that, because they think I'm gonna take over. But the Lord shows me what to do. And I decided to take a little piece and a little piece. And then I called a bobcat and I asked him to clear the whole area. Now, there were some more cars here, and I asked the government to come and move them, and they come and move them. And what I did, I take the garbage and I make it into a wall that circulates the entire, that build like a fence around the garden. And then I look galvanized and I put a bar around there, and I sow spinach. So there's spinach on top of the garden. And what I'm here for is to ask the world if they can invest in my garden. I use that raised bed to make compost. So when I when I sweep out the leaves, the dead leaves from out of the garden, and sweep the dead leaves from the garden, I put them in the raised bed and make compost. I also make compost here, and I get the compost to put in the raised bed. In this garden, I have cans, and these cans I have in Jamaica we call this, you call it pigeon pea, but I call it we call it gungo in Jamaica. And I use many different things that is on height to plant things in. Now this is a reusable, so we had tomatoes last month, and the month before we have sweet peppers. Now I put the gungo because they don't need a lot of water, and the garden need a lot of nutrients and all that in it. And for now I don't have all of that, so I don't plant things that are fragile like cabbage and so forth, for me to have to pay much attention to it. But like banana, I do banana, so they don't have much care. I was cleaning yesterday to take out most of the dry leaves among them, so that I would take care of the rats that might be running into it. And those over here are the raised beds, which I want to put running vines on it, like cantaloupe and melons. And there I have the passion fruit vines that run all the way over there, that I have a good market for too. So for now it's just the finished passion fruit and the passion fruit that I really marketing now. But eventually I would love to do all the vegetables. I have a lot of seedlings, seeds that sent to me from Canada that I would like to plant. So I'm gonna show you where I would like to plant them in my next episode, and let you see what is my plight in getting help to do my garden. And as I said, I don't have the use of this side. It's one side, but I have potential, and I'm showing those who are challenged that they can do it just like me. These trees, I have them from small, and I grow them for my own purpose. But there's a lot of trees, pomegranates, and a pear tree, and we call this a guinea tree. In Jamaica, in Barbados, they call it apple tree. But that's it for today. When I reach to the field, I will show you where is my challenge on the field. Bye-bye.